Welcome back, everyone, and good morning. Well, it's good morning for me. Good evening to you, if it's evening when you're watching this. But I've got some nice ginger tea this morning with some of those blueberry Velveeta biscuit thingies. I'm not English, but tea and cookies in the morning. It's a good way to start the day. Anyways, here we are, Vance Creek. We've raced this one before. This was the very first race that I did. Was actually this course right here. They were going to change directions and race it counterclockwise, but I think for some traffic safety issues, they decided to just keep it the same direction. So this is virtually the same course. The only difference is that the finish line is a little lower on that hill. It was like a very hilltop finish before, but they've moved it down just a little bit. So a little bit of a faster finish. And, it won't get quite as strung out as it normally might be. But anyways, here we are. We're racing with ODZ today, the greatest cycling club on planet Earth. Honestly, though, they're pretty amazing. Really enjoy riding with ODZ. Great group of guys and gals. If you're new to cycling, join a club. It's really good for you. We've got 5 riders out here today. And we had 5 riders at our last race in Independence Valley, so pretty awesome to have friends to ride with. We had Chase back today. We had John, Clint. I think he took 3rd last race. He did really well in this race too. And myself, and we had a new guy. We had Nathan come out, and it was so good to see Nathan. Here's John. You can see John in the ODZ kit. I think that's John. Yeah, on the left-hand side of the screen, right there. You see ODZ on his leg. But yeah, super great to have Nathan out. He did super well on this race. He finished 18th, and he raced smart. He averaged 189 watts, and was able to pull it out because he was a smart rider, unlike myself. And we're going to talk about that. I actually went back, pulled all the kind of Strava data from everyone on the team and got their average power and their weighted power. And I'll probably throw that up on the screen here. But you can see that, power isn't everything. You got to be smart. The draft is real. All that obvious stuff. But let me just talk a little bit about kind of my mindset going into this race and why I raced it the way I did and why it burned me in the end. So this was a larger group than I was used to. Because of COVID restrictions, the field size was limited to 30 riders, and typically only 25 would start. So a pretty small field size. And that was the case for my last 2 races. With this one, COVID restrictions have been lifted, so I think there was, around 78 people who registered for this 4-5 race, and I think there was 55 starters. But, that's more than double the size of what I'm used to, and it is a 4-5, so you've got different abilities in here. Here's John again, left-hand side, looking like a boss, moving up. Good job, John. If I was smart, I would have grabbed your wheel right here, but I'm not, so bye. Essentially, because of the mixture of skill levels and the fact that there were just so many more riders, I was a little nervous. Obviously the safest place to be is the very front, but I figured with, all the different teams that were here, you had Apex here, you had Audi here, there's Gene Johnson, with pretty good number of riders. So I figured they would kind of be clogging the front. So I thought, I'm just going to ride kind of in the back and give people some room, hopefully avoid a crash if there is one. And there were. I think there's actually 2 crashes in this race. So that was unfortunate. But the issue here with riding off the back, which we will become painfully aware of in the very near future, is just this accordion effect. Oh, also, don't miss this. This is chip seal. Rocks are flying everywhere. It hurts really bad. I have the volume down, but we're all screaming, ow, 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 because they're pelting you in the arms. And then look right here, right-hand side. Cody! Speed wobble. That was scary. And you could see, actually, maybe we should replay that real quick. I won't. But if you go back, you can see the rider behind him flip around, look back, and then this other guy on this left-hand side look back. We're all kind of worried about him. He eventually catches back on. But he had a time trial for like, 15 minutes to catch us. But he did it. He's a strong rider, but I think he got dropped pretty quickly on the hill. It's hard. It's hard when you put in like these really big efforts leading up to the hill because you just don't really have anything left to give. Definitely my case. Anyways, so Cody was okay. Glad he's okay. Glad he didn't go down there. Looked pretty scary. Looked pretty nuts, but he's a good bike handler, so he's good. Okay, back on some more chip seal. Rocks flying everywhere. Really fun. But yeah, so I was hanging out in the back. I just figured, I want to be kind of safe. But I think we've got a corner coming up in a little bit. You can kind of see those two 90-degree corners. If you look at the map profile in the upper right-hand corner, we're going clockwise here. So we're going to take a 90 and then another 90, and there's like another 90 right after that. And it really highlights just like how slow and inefficient riding in the back can be. And I think that inefficiency is even accentuated by the fact that you have kind of lower skilled riders who are maybe even more nervous, like myself, right? Like the whole reason I'm back here is because I'm like, I don't know if I want to be in the middle of a sketchy pack taking these corners. But the truth be told, like it would have been just fine, and I probably should have just done that, but live and learn, I guess. Center line rule is in effect, so you got to stay on the right-hand side of that center line. And I think everyone sort of forgot that rule once they turned onto this next road, because the race referee guy was essentially saying even if there's no center line painted, the center line rule is in effect. But as you can see right here, no one really cared about that. So you got people moving up on the left-hand side here. I probably should have done the same, but anyways, live and learn. So I'll let it roll here just for a little bit longer, just so we get to like the next right-hand corner, because I really want to show you guys just like how much it slows down and how much work it takes to like catch back on. It's pretty brutal. So, props again to Nathan for being a smart rider. Overcast today. I think it was like 58 degrees when we started, which isn't too cold. I think it was like 52 degrees last time we raced, which felt a lot colder. But this cloud cover is pretty common in the morning, especially for Western Washington. You can see we're all slowing down a lot. There's gravel in this corner, which didn't help, but look at this. Look how slow we're going. 12 miles an hour. And then everyone's just like, oh, go, 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 go. 500 watts, 600 watts, 600 watts, 700 watts. Like those like 5-10 second digs of like stuff over 400 watts. For me, like it impacts me. It's definitely a match. It's definitely work. And I'm not really in anyone's draft right here, so you're just kind of above 500, 400, 300, just working. And then there's going to be another turn right here. So you do all this work, and then like you fly up on the outside. Sketchy gravel. Should have taken that corner faster regardless, but anyways, just brutal back here. It's almost 700 watts here. Man, just trying to catch the group again. Heart rate's 180, 181, almost 500 watts. Yeah, this is just stupid. and while I'm watching this, I'm just imagining Nathan being a smart rider in the middle of the peloton, doing 200 watts right now, living life, being comfortable. Anyways, live and learn. So I finally got some draft off of this guy, but look, we're going like, this is flat. This is pancake flat right here. We're going 29 miles an hour. Just trying to catch back on. Oh, it's painful. It's painful. This is so stupid. So unnecessary. I think this guy on the right-hand side is done. Oh, guys. It's almost embarrassing watching this. and sticking this on YouTube, because it's like it just makes you painfully aware of all the stupid things that you did, and it's like, you know better. Why were you riding off the back? It's not that much safer, and you have this you have to deal with the whole time. So I like to think that I learn something every time I race. Hopefully that's true. Hopefully this is not a scenario I will be in again, but you know, I have a short-term memory, so maybe I will. We'll see. Man, these cookies are so good. Seriously. These Belvita breakfast biscuit things, the blueberry ones, so good. Whoa, you can see this. Like, slam on your brakes, and then we're back up to 400 watts again. It's like just the dumbest thing. So stupid. So stupid. Anyways, I'm gonna skip ahead, and there's some more corners, and yeah, we'll just skip ahead to another corner so we can just really embrace this accordion effect and how horrible it is. And I'm going to eat more cookies. Here we go. And here we are. Boom! Slam on the brakes again. Awesome. 12 miles an hour. And the front group, meanwhile, not going 12 miles an hour, going 24 miles an hour. So now we all get to go up to 400 watts again. It's just so annoying. Okay, sorry. Really, I'll skip ahead now. Sorry. Just wanted to relive that moment again because that was fun. All right, here we go. Okay, I'm sorry to keep starting and stopping, but Cody just catches up right here.
Hey, what's up, man?
Dude, did you almost die?
Yeah, I did. What happened to your front?
I got speed bubbles.
Dude.
I was like, yep, down.
Oh my gosh.
I came to a stop. And I was fine. So,
I looked over to my right and your front wheel was just like,
dude, I thought I was dead.
gosh, that's scary.
Did like solo time trial.
Welcome back, man.
Thanks.
So that was crazy. Glad Cody is okay. Okay, skipping ahead now. Here we go. Okay, and here again, look, 400 watts. 400 watts. It's just super surgy back here the whole time. And yeah, I think I even like yelled over to Cody and tell him that, like right here-ish, maybe. Yeah.
A little surgy back here.
And it was, because you know we're just doing 400 watts for a while. Now look, we're just coasting now. It's just, it's so inefficient. It drives me nuts. Anyways. Okay, but this is the corner that really just absolutely killed me. It was super surgy. All the corners before this were bad, but this one is the worst. 700 watts. I think I get up to 800 watts here. And look at this. And I feel like a slight headwind potentially on this section, so it kind of blew apart more than normal. But, I mean, 500 watts. This is a lot for me to hold for this long. And it's getting away. Man, this is really bad news. Okay, at 400 watts now. Still trying to catch 30 miles an hour. Oh my gosh, look at all this work. And the hill's not that far away. Probably 2 miles, 3 miles maybe. Still above 400 watts here. Oh my gosh. Heart rate's 185, 186. I'm on the limit right here. This is it for me. Ah, this is so hard to watch, but the consequences of being in the back and that accordion effect. So I'll never do it again. I'll never do it again. Oh, it's so painful. Yeah, heart rate 186 right here. And you can see I'm dying. The power's coming off, right? 187 on heart rate. I'm below 300 watts now, so I'm just like, okay. Just trying to keep within striking distance for a little bit longer. It's so hard when you're on the limit and you're already doing 350 watts to like produce any more power. You don't have much more to give. Oh, watching this is just awful. Wow, you learn a lot, you know? You learn a lot from watching and racing. Ugh. So I think I get contact here eventually. But that, you know, the last, I don't know how long that was, a minute, maybe a little bit more. That whole last sequence just was kind of the nail in the coffin for me, right? Because, like, now I'm toast. I'm spent. I don't really have much in the legs. And there's yet another corner coming up. I'm still in the very back. Like, in retrospect, like, I would have done everything I could to, like, just move up here. You know, a long time ago, just move up, move up. There's tons of opportunity, tons of space, but I'm still kind of in this mindset, just gonna hang back. Just brain's not working right. Anyways, another sip of tea here. That's good. Okay. Going super slow. 16, 15, 14. Oh my gosh. And now we all get to sprint again. 500 watts, and I don't have much left. I'm already at 171 beats per minute, 450 watts. I just had that huge dig. My legs are tired. Thankfully, I'm able to kind of catch on. But I think pretty soon, when the hills start kicking up, I'm just going to fall right out the back pretty fast. I don't have much fight left in me. There's not much more I have to give at this point. Super sad. But definitely going to keep the film rolling here until I get dropped, because, you know, it's always fun to relive those moments, getting dropped out the back of a race. So here we go. 3% grade. Doing well over 300 watts here. Heart rate's 177. Not good. It's a lot of heart rate drift already. They're just kind of riding away from me at the moment. And now my power is way low. Downhill, 2%. Come on! Catch him! Trying hard. You know, one of the hard things about these road races is, you know, they're so far and few. It's you know, I only get to race one a month for maybe 3 or 4 months, and that's it for me. That's a season. So, like, you watch this and all you want to do is just, like, get back on your bike and try again and do better, right? So it's just so painful to see this and be like, it's going to be forever until I get to try to do better again. Anyways, here we go. 6% grade. I think I'm going to catch the back of this and then just promptly fall off the back. 450 watts. Like, this would not have been that bad if I had, you know, some fresh legs, but that whole lap was just surgy in, like, mini sprints and, you know, 30 seconds of 600 watts, and I don't have the recovery to be able to do those kind of efforts and then just hit this hill super hard. I just don't have that. So that was a tiny little hill. I might maintain some contact, maybe even catch back on here, but, like, once the real hill starts, I'm not gonna last very long. So sad. But don't let this deter you from racing. Definitely racing is super fun. It's the best. And it's really fun when you have friends that you get to race with. It's pretty cool. So, all I'm thinking about now is just getting back on my bike and trying again. I want to do better. 1% grade. This is not too bad, but I'm not in a draft. I'm just too far back. Come on, Tyler. Close the gaps. Get up there. Go, 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 go. Also, I don't know if you noticed, on the right-hand side, my power meter, the upper limit is like 2,500 watts. And that's because at some point during this race, I did a quick little sprint, and for like half a second, I hit 1,500 watts, just over, which is super good for me. But because of that, it like recalibrates the speedometer. Anyways, it's kind of silly. But don't think that I regularly hit 1,500 watts. That's not a thing I do typically. So just got lucky. Okay, so here we are at the very back. I made it, guys. I made it. No, wait. Don't go. No. No. And then this is it. I think I even like waved goodbye. Yeah. Here it is. Bye, guys. I'm just a loser on the back. Anyways. Oh, one last little dig here. Oh, am I going to catch him again? Am I going to like... I love it. I have just enough desperation and energy to make this ride as hard as possible on myself and still barely get back just to lose him again. That's awesome. It's kind of pathetic, but doing what I can, I guess. Am I gonna... Oh, I do. I get back on right here. Air quotes. Get back on. Kind of get contact again, and then now it's game over for sure. Yeah, I can't even really do much above 400 watts anymore. I'm so cooked. I'm so done. Oh, and the other thing, you know, Laura came because she's amazing. I actually flew from Tennessee on a business trip into SeaTac. Laura drove from Spokane to SeaTac with my bike and my gear to pick me up and then drive me south. Got in at the hotel at like midnight. There's my wife. She's amazing on the right. I yell out, I'm like, every single time, because I feel like I'm always like getting dropped off the back right as we cross the finish line on these races, and Laura's like right there every time. And I just, you know, it would be fun to do a little better, but it's life. So, okay, so now I think we just kind of cruise and pick people up. So let's skip ahead so we can see something interesting. Here we go. So these guys caught up to me, and this is Mitch right in front of me, and I believe it's Adam just on my left there in the blue. And it felt so good to be riding with some other people again. Oh man. You know, because when you're by yourself off the back of the race, I feel this way. I don't know if others feel similarly, but you feel just bad for yourself. So when you get to like find other people to ride with, to finish the race out with, it just feels a lot better. Mitch took some great pulls. I actually don't like know Mitch at all, and I don't know Adam at all. I don't think Adam and I said anything to each other, but yeah, they were just super nice guys, and we just worked with each other here. And you can see the wattage difference when you're drafting behind. When I was behind Mitch there, you know, doing like 180 watts, and then off the front, almost 100 watts more, doing the pull. It's pretty fun. We, the three of us, we caught, I don't know, 3 or 4 more people. And yeah, it was just a lot of fun to work with these guys, working really well together. So yeah, I couldn't find Adam on Strava. I don't know if he doesn't have a Strava account or what, but anyways, good job, Adam. Good race, and same to you, Mitch. Thanks for riding. It was really fun. Okay, skipping ahead. All right, I want to show you this corner because this is where last time we slowed down to 12 miles an hour. And look, the slowest you go through on a good line for me was like 20. It's a big difference. Just kind of highlights, you know, being in the back of a group, yeah, versus kind of being towards the front of the group. So you got to make up that difference in speed somehow, and that's by sprinting off the back. So got a little water on my camera here. It kind of dries up in a bit, but yeah, a little spot of water there. Okay, keep rolling along. I think we catch some other people in the near future, so I'll forward us to that point. Mitch here was doing some awesome pulls, really nice long ones, and I could tell kind of on this uphill part, just struggling a little bit. So I opted to kind of just go around him, rather than waiting for him to peel off.
I got you. I got you. I got you. You're good. You're good. How far? Okay.
I went around, just like, hey, I got you. I think he felt sad. It's like, oh, I'm sorry. It's like, no, sorry. Just let me pull for a little bit, help you out. So I think just off in the distance, you can barely see two riders. They're just disappeared behind that bush. And I was like, you know what? It's my mission. I'm gonna pull them all the way back on this pole here. So I just kind of get to work, put my head down, and pull them back. It felt really good. So we got those guys, did a little pull in the front after catching them. And now, look at this little group we got going here.
If there was a minus sign in that tank, I'd be able to tell you how much I have left.
We have a super nice little pace line here going. It's great.
Are you with us? 4-5? Or?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, I got dropped on the first hill.
Yeah, that's you.
Just talking with this guy. Yeah, we got dropped on that first hill. It's a good group, but I think this group plus two more guys that we catch, I think, kind of all finish. I think finish together. I need to look at the results again, but I'm pretty sure we all kind of checking the results here. Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There's 6 of us that all finish together. So maybe one of these guys doesn't quite make it, but more or less, this is the group. And that little orange sign up there, I think that's a 200-meter sign to the finish line. I was feeling really good. I just kind of wanted to test my legs a little bit right here, see how strong everyone else was feeling. So I just kind of push it a little bit. Like I said, I was feeling really good. Heart rate's below 170, doing 450 watts. I think part of me just like wanted to cross this finish line, not at the back of the group. So this is my moment to do it. I'm not going to be the last person crossing the line every time. I'll just be the first person of the very last group crossing the line. Anyways, silliness, but yeah, this felt really good, really easy effort. Looked behind me, guys were not following, so it's like, okay, just kind of noodle up this climb. There's Laura. She brought a chair, very smart.
Yay!
Girl was holding a sign that said, yay! Alright, now I'm just backing off the power quite a bit, letting the other guys catch up. I was not breaking away or anything here, just want to test out the legs. Felt good. I'm just kind of noodling around. Man, it is a beautiful course. This course, Vance Creek, put on by 5311. Great race. Highly recommend it. Pretty sure they're doing this. I think they do this every year and have for a while. So if you're in the area, Northern Oregon, Washington, yeah, make this happen. It's super fun. Love to have you out. Okay, let's go to the top of this climb. Okay, guys have caught up. Just gonna kind of drift to the back of the pace line here.
That was a kinder pace than last time. Yeah.
Chatting to everybody. Everyone's in pretty good spirits. I noticed Mitch isn't here. I look back. I see Mitch. I'm yelling at him.
Push, push, push.
Kind of dropping back. I want to be able to pull him back to the group. These guys aren't going very hard or very fast. I'm not worried about it.
Here we go, here we go.
Nice. He catches back on, and we can pull him back. Mitch was doing really long pulls, so just didn't feel right to leave him back there. He should be a part of this group for sure. So good job, Mitch. Way to stay on. And now we've caught these two riders, and this is Sam. Sam was in our, whoa, I'm adjusting my GoPro, I guess, making sure that it's on. This is Sam from last race. He was kind of in the group. I think when he passed me or I passed him in passing, just kind of funny, like, here we are again, you and me, the back of a race. Same time next month. Let's make it happen. Anyways, really fun to ride with Sam. And I don't know, well, I don't really know any of these guys, but I think the guy in front of Sam here is Paul? Bishel, maybe? Paul, I think. Paul, if that's you. Hi, if it's not you, then I'm sorry. Got you confused with someone else. But yeah, so we now we've got this pretty nice pace line, and yeah, it feels good. We just ride this out to the end of the race. You know, we're about, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 miles from the finish line now, and maybe not even that far, maybe three miles. Anyways, so yeah, let's just keep rolling till the very end. And look at this magnificent group of riders. Look at us go.
Man, you rock. No, dude.
Oh, that was super nice, Mitch. Telling me I rock for pulling these guys. Anyways. Yeah, so here we are. This is kind of that big final turn before you start the long drag to the climb. And look at this. Going around that corner at 20 miles an hour. It's a lot better than 12, isn't it? I'm gonna be bitter about that forever. Man, I just had a sandwich and some chips. So good. I like sandwiches. And I like chips. It's a good combo. Alright. Riding along. Everyone's looking good. Little climb here, a little tiny climb. Not much to say in terms of, like, you know, the only wild cards here for me really is Sam and Paul, but I think I bested Sam. That sounds like I'm like very superior to Sam. I'm not. The other race we did was a hilltop finish, and I was able to kind of close that one out, so I wasn't too worried about Sam. But I don't know this Paul guy at all. Everyone else I had been riding with for like a lap, and I just felt like they weren't super strong, so I felt like that wasn't going to be a problem. But yeah, this guy right here, 403, Paul. Yeah, I had no idea how strong he was. And he kind of looks like he's a climber, so anyways, worried about him, but I feel like the rest of the guys was not going to be too much of a problem. All right, let's skip ahead. And this is what it's all about right here. Listen to Mitch.
Okay, guys. Here comes the finish on 52. You're gonna all beat me.
What a class act, man. I like this. Pushing the pace. Oh, that was fun. That was fun. Pretty close now. Getting pretty close to the end. Mitch really putting on the pressure here. Oh, I should also mention, right now, my power meter, for whatever reason, just stopped. So, I don't think I have a dead battery either, so I'm not sure what's going on. Here goes Paul. Move. And we follow. Again, not sure what my power is here. But there's the 1K marker, so we got 1K to go. Oh man, the suspense is killing me. What's gonna happen? What's gonna happen? I can't wait for the next race, man. I just wanna race again. Do better. This isn't a move by me. I've done this a few times, like when a climb happens, and I don't think this makes any rational sense, but sometimes when a climb happens, I just like being on the front because I feel like I can kind of just slow it down a little bit. And then here's Sam. He's like, nope, we're not going to slow down. All right, Sam, fine. Fine. But you have to be on the front. Keeping the pace high here. Again, my power meter right now is just like not working, so don't ignore that. It doesn't know what's going on. And then here I go. I think this is it. I can see the 200-meter mark. Nope. Paul's gonna launch here in a second and come around me. I went a little early, but I kind of wanted to go there. It felt right.
Go, 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 go.
So I'm just telling him to go. Look at that guy crushing it to the end. Good job, Paul. Way to dominate that climb. Woohoo! Yay!
Hey, guys.
Ah, look at the ODZ guys. Anyways, that's Vance Creek, my third road race. Didn't place very high at all, but it was a lot of fun racing with these guys. Special thanks to TeamODZ for all waiting at the finish line for like 3 hours for me to cross the line. So, all right, guys, until next time. Peace.
At the finish?